between the west side of L.A. and the San Fernando Valley, pick up a canyon road. Northbound side of the 110 had a crash near Vernon Avenue. It's got traffic backed up from Century Boulevard up towards MLK. And southbound side of the Hollywood Freeway, busy out of Hollywood, just outside Central Park out toward 400. Don't let elder abuse in a hospital, nursing home happen to your local one's bed sores, ATI, or falls signs of treatment. Call Attorney Zorn Basin. They're held at 800-215-1234. That's Zorn, 800-215-1234. Connection Port 135. More reports more on the top rate video and audio center. Downtown Traffic Center. KNX 1070 News Radio. This is KNX in Depth along with Charles Feldman. I'm Mike Simpson. Coming up in the second hour of In Depth, while hundreds of thousands of small businesses have either failed or are on life support, the biggest corporations in America have had a very profitable pandemic. Before that, named Senator Angus King will talk with us about his plea to Netflix and other streaming services to offer free TV for us all during the holidays. I would have loved to have been on that phone call.
Also, what a great name. Angus King.
Yes, I know.
So, right now, even with some reports of possibly troubling allergic reactions, vaccinations of the frontline medical workers continue around Southern California. Dr. Angelique Kempen is emergency physician at the Providence St. Joseph Medical Center, ER, and clinical instructor of emergency medicine at the UCLA Medical Center. She is being vaccinated tonight. So, doctor, a couple reports of allergic reactions, one of them in Alaska. Any of that troubling to you, or are you still way up there on the excited to finally get this scale?
It's not at all troubling to me. The number, if you look at the percentages of people that had allergic reactions, they are infinitesimally small and occurred in people who already had a propensity to allergic reactions. This vaccine doesn't really have a carrier vector. It's just a lipid coating around the mRNA, so it doesn't often cause any kind of allergic reaction.
Well, that being said, as we said in the last segment when we were talking to another doctor, nonetheless, on day one in Great Britain, with fewer than 1,000 people at that point inoculated, they had two allergic reactions that were deemed to be severe enough. And on day one in Alaska, you've got one. So there's something that's supposed to be a fairly rare event. From a layperson's point of view, it doesn't seem that rare.
I will take those odds any day over catching coronavirus and the sequelae that would come from that.
Do you worry that people will see the headlines or see the stories, though, and think, oh, this is something that's not good for me? Or is that why we talk to people like you who tell us, no, you want this and not the virus?
Exactly. I worry about public opinion when very, very, very small risks are publicized greatly. And I don't want people to be afraid of taking the vaccine. It's been, I was getting the vaccine early on in this pandemic, but changed my mind once I educated myself, read the study, understood the physiology behind what was happening with the vaccine, and determined how safe this particular type of vaccine is.
Okay, so now you get the first one tonight, and it's the Pfizer vaccine, so you get another one in 3 weeks, right? And then comes two key questions that everybody wants to know the answer to. After you complete that, A, when do you need to, if at all, get revaccinated? And B, once you get those two shots, how long are you good for?
Well, that is still yet to be determined because the clinical trials only started in the large-scale public 6 months ago. So far, people are still immune. So we know it's at least 6 months, and that information is still forthcoming. So I feel comfortable that I am behind that for 6 months. So we will know when the general people that were in the clinical study start to lose their immunity and will need a booster shot. I will have that information as well.
So, are you ready for the big smile or the deep exhale after this happens tonight? Go, okay, I finally got my shot.
I certainly am. I mean, protecting yourself is not that difficult. immune system is working really well. Those symptoms are easily treated. I'll take a little acetaminophen or a little ibuprofen